A Physical Therapy Job Guide. Chapter 1. Physical Therapy Jobs 1. Physical Therapy Jobs/Physiotherapist Career. You can read a more in-depth version of this article at bls.gov/oco/ocos080.htm or bls.gov/oco/ocos167.htm. Physical therapists work with patients who are accident victims and have other disabling conditions such as arthritis, heart diseases, fractures, head injuries and cerebral palsy. They work to help the patient restore function, relieve pain, and improve mobility. They work and consult with physicians, social workers, dentists, and occupational therapists and other professionals. Physical therapists must pass a licensure exam before they can practice. Physical therapists rehabilitate people and treat sore muscles and minor aches. There are also physical therapist assistants and aides. Most physical therapists work for a medical facility, but some are self-employed. Therapy programs are generally 4 years at a college, while assistant programs generally take 2 years. Physical and occupational therapists plan, organize and administer treatment in order to restore functional mobility, relieve pain and prevent or limit permanent disability for those suffering from a disabling injury or disease. Their patients may include accident or stroke victims and handicapped individuals. Therapists may treat patients with a wide variety of problems, or they may specialize. Specialty areas include pediatrics, geriatrics, orthopedics, sports medicine, neurology, and cardiopulmonary physical therapy. A physical therapist may use a special tilt table to help rebuild leg strength by slowly raising a patient from a horizontal to a vertical position. Passive exercise is another technique that therapists use. Patients who have been immobile for long periods of time often become stiff in the joints, losing flexibility in muscle, connective tissues, and tendons. To regain flexibility, the patient relaxes while the therapist stretches and manipulates the patient's extremities, according to the patient's tolerance. Another portion of the treatment may include the application of heat, electricity, or ultrasound to relieve pain or improve the condition of muscles or related tissues. Cold, light and water may be used in other treatments, including the reduction of swelling and the treatment of burn patients. All states, the District of Columbia and the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico require a license to practice physical therapy. Applicants must have a degree or certificate from an accredited physical therapy educational program prior to taking the licensure examination. 3 different types of programs provide education preparation for entry-level jobs in this field: baccalaureate degree programs in physical therapy, certificate, or second baccalaureate degree, programs for those who already hold a baccalaureate degree in another field such as biology, and entry-level master's degree programs in physical therapy. Graduate education is available for individuals wishing to specialize in an area like the popular field of sports physical therapy. A graduate degree combined with clinical experience increases opportunities for advancement, especially to teaching, research and administrative positions. Home health is an increasingly important area of practice, not only because of changes in the way treatment is provided in hospitals, but because of the prevalence of functional disabilities among older persons and consumer preference for healthcare in home or community-based settings. A doctor who specializes in this field is called a physiatrist. Books about physical therapy are at number 615.82-85 and number 617.1027, Rehabilitation at number 617.03 at the library. Physical therapy, physiotherapy, job websites 1. apta.org. American Physical Therapy Association. physicaltherapist.com. ptjobs.com. rehabworld.com. rehabtime.com. therapyemploy.com. therapyjobbeboard.com. therapyjobs.com. apta.org/career development, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA Career Development. apta.org/about PTS, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, who are physical therapists. stats.bls.gov/u, Occupational Outlook Handbook, Physical Therapists. explorehealthcares.org/en/career/70/physical_therapist, alliedhealthjobs.com, alliedhealthjobs.com, apta.org/applications/careercenter.aspx, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, Job Bank. Physical therapy, physiotherapy, job websites 2jobs4jobs.com/physical.therapy.job.openings.html 4therapy.com, aapb.org, Applied Psychophysiology and Biofeedback, aapmr.org, American Academy of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, acom.com, acrm.org, Rehabilitation Medicine, advanced-medical.net, the placement of physical therapists, physical therapy assistants, occupational therapists, certified occupational therapy assistants and speech-language pathologists. alexandertechnique.com, alliedhealthschools.com, alliedhealthjobs.com, health.com, alliedhealthpro.com/healthcare-resources.html, allied health professions job site, amtamassage.org, andrews.edu/phth/careerinfo.php, oda.org, Occupational Therapy Association, apta.org, apta.org, American Physical Therapy Association, apta.org/am/template.cfm $PT_programs &template =/apta apps/accredited schools/acc_schools_map.cfm &process $3 type $PDA, Commission on Accreditation in Physical Therapy Education, CAPT. ptb.ca.gov/licensees/index.shtml, the California Physical Therapy Board, apta.org/apta/job&kx?NAV1073742276 American Physical Therapy Association Job/Career Center, aqiatocmet.com, Aquatic Resources Network, arterhealth.com, Arter Health Solutions, a medical staffing company. apta.org, American Physical Therapy Association, automailer.com/TWS, biological-health/physical-therapy-job.htm, brap.org/br8careerwrap.html, bls.gov/oco/ocos080.htm, bls.gov/oco/ocos080.htm, Occupational Outlook Handbook, Physical Therapists, bls.gov/oco/ocos167.htm, bls.gov/ooh/healthcare/physical-therapists.htm, Physical Therapy Career Information in the Occupational Outlook Handbook, boon.co.uk/advertisers/find/travel_physical_therapy_job, call240line.com/career.htm, careerpronewsbridges.com/explorer/browse/op/physical-there/main.htm, Physical Therapist, careers.advocatehealth.com, Chicago Hospital Jobs at Advocate Healthcare, careersinthemilitary.com, career-wizard.com, caref.org, Rehabilitation Accreditation, ccapta.org, the California Physical Therapy Association, childcarecollege.org.uk/article72533.html, cincinnatichildrens.org/careers/demand, cnnfn.cnn.com, Opportunities in Physical Therapy, collegesrfing.com, find a physical therapy school near you, cornell.edu/undergrad/ptco.html, cppsig.com, California Chapter Private Practice Special Interest Group. PSIG was formed to provide its members with the leadership and support necessary to deliver a level of clinical practice consistent with the state-of-the-art physical therapy practice, consumer demand, legal constraints, APTA and California constraints. Degrees.info. Destinationstaffing.com. dhcstaffing.com. diversityalliedhealth.com. dynamicpt.com/careers, Delaware. e-refrencedesk.com/education/healthcare-degree-programs/occupational-therapy. explorehealthcareers.org/n/career.70.aspx. feldenkrice.com. fsbpt.org, the Federation of State Boards of Physical Therapy. Physical therapy, physiotherapy, job websites 3. healthcare.monster.com/therapy/articles/dpt degrees. healthcare.monster.com/therapy/articles/physical. healthcarecenter.org, Health Career Center. healthcarehiring.com, healthcare hiring. healthcare-jobs.advanceweb.com, advance for healthcare careers. healthcarejobstore.com. healthcarejobstore.com, healthcare job store. healthjobs.ab.ca. healthprofessions.com/careers/physicaltherapy.htm. hnusa.com, Health Network USA. hospitaljobs.com. howtobecome-a-physicaltherapist.org, how to become physical therapist, online and campus-based degree programs. ihealthjob.com/physical_therapy_traveling_career-in-physical-therapy.html. ihirtherapy.com. iseek.org/sv/1300.jsp?id=1004110. job.applicants.com/category/hospital-jobs/hospital-medical-assistant-job, hospital medical assistants. jobonline.beyondhost.com/classified/physical_therapy_job_openings.html. jobprofiles.org/hefystherapist.htm. jobs.999win.com/work/physicaltherapy-job-openings.html. jobs.beyondhost.com/careers/physical.therapy.job.openings.html. jobs.symantix.com/aviationjobs/physical.therapy.job.openings.html. jobsatrush.com, Rush University. jobsintherapy.com. jobsonline.9f.com. lubbynugget.co.uk/physical/therapist_career_information.html. mastersinoccupationaltherapy.org, online occupational therapy programs. mayo.edu/mshs/pt-career.html. mcg.edu/atos.htm, Medical College of Georgia. medicalcareerinfo.com/physical_therapist.htm. medicaljobs. medicaljobs.org, medical jobs. medicalworkers.com. medreps.com. medreps.com/medical-sales-careers/medical-sales-ebook.pdf, medical sales careers. medzilla.com. marion.com. narisi.com, 800-346-2742, National Rehabilitation Information Center. nada.org, National Athletic Trainers Association. nationalrehab.org. netspot.unisa.edu.au/pt. nova.edu/pt/ptjobs.html. onwardhealthcare.com/allied-app-per-dm-therapy.aspx. overseasphysicaltherapist.com. partners.net, rehabilitation. pediastaff.com, pediastaff. physicaltherapist.com/jobs. physical-therapist.org. PHYSICAL-THERAPIST-career-mk.co.uk. physicaltherapistjobs.com. PHYSICAL-THERAPY.be/physical-therapist-career.php. physicaltherapy.com/career_center.asp. planetsound.co.uk/physical_therapist_career.html. pmi.edu/careers/physical_therapist_assistant.asp. pawbox.com/pt. ptcas.org, Physical Therapist Centralized Application Service. ptcentral.com, Physical Therapy Central. ptidaho.org/secure/career.html, Idaho Physical Therapy Association. ptjobiboard.com, Physical Therapy. ptjobs.com, PT Jobs. ptjungle.com. realhospitaljobs.com, Real Hospital Jobs. reflectexstaffing.com. rehabcareer.com. rehabchicago.org. rehabintl.org, Rehabilitation. rehabjobs.com. rehaboptions.com, Rehab Options USA. rehaboptions.com/physical-therapist-career.html. rehabtime.com. rehabworld.com. rsna.org, Rehabilitation Engineering and Assistive Technology Society of North America, info about modifying a home for disabled people. rfr.org, 781-862-6455, resources for rehabilitation. ric.org/jobs/details.aspx, Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. saludos.com/field/therapy.html, physical and occupational therapist. schoolsintheusa.com. special-careers/professions/phy_there.html. special-careers/careers/professions/phy_there.html. sbts.org, Sports Physical Therapy section of the American Physical Therapy Association. sbts.org, Sports Physical Therapy section. state.sd.us/dhs/drs, Division of Rehabilitative Services. stats.bls.gov/oco/ocos080.htm. sdjohn.org/career profiles/phither. theagapecenter.com/hospitals/illinois.htm, Illinois hospitals and medical centers. therapistfinder.net. therapydirectory.com. therapyemploy.com. therapyjobs.com, Therapy Jobs, occupational, physical, respiratory, speech. therapyjobs.com/physical.mv, physical therapy jobs. therapynet.org. therapypartnersohio.com, Ohio. traveltherapyjobs.com. tsjournal.com. universyofphoenix-info.com. urhcs.org/jobs/physical-therapist-career.html. uec.edu/career/students/explore/profiles/physicaltherapist.htm. work.illinois.gov, Illinois Department of Human Services Employment. Physical therapy, physiotherapy, job websites for. therapyjobs.com, Therapy Jobs. apta.org, American Physical Therapy Association. APTA. alliedhealthjobs.com, alliedhealthjobs.com listings include those for occupational and physical therapists, radiology technicians, and speech-language pathologists. apta.org/career development, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, career development resources to support physical therapists throughout their careers. apta.org/applications/careercenter.aspx, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, job bank listings promoted by APTA. apta.org/about-PTS, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA, who are physical therapists, industry insight from APTA. Explore healthcareers.org/en/career/70/physical_therapist, explore healthcareers.org, an overview of the field for aspiring physical therapists and physical therapy assistants. jobs.healthcarezource.com, healthcare source job listings by hospital or facility. healthycareers.com, Health Careers Network nursing and medical job and internship listings, articles on self-assessment and career strategy. stats.bls.gov/ooh/healthcare/physical-therapists.htm, Occupational Outlook Handbook, Physical Therapists, a summary of the field from the U.S. Department of Labor. therapyjobs.com, Therapy Jobs lists thousands of jobs for therapists. Chapter 2. Physical Therapy Jobs 2. Physical therapy profession websites at dmoz-odp.org/health/professions/physical_therapy. Subcategories: clinics, education and journals, ergonomics, manual therapy, massage therapy, orthopedic therapy, pediatric therapy, sport therapy, health fitness. alcare.atspace.com, Alcare Physical Therapy, LLC, provides all physical therapy services for Passaic/Morris counties. allexperts.com/browse.cgi?catlvl=3 cat ID=981, Alla Experts Physical Therapy Q&A, physical therapists answer general medical questions for free. ecghome.html:12lead ECG Library, a collection of electrocardiograms. isokinetics.net, Isokinetics, free isokinetics resource which offers basics, testing and exercising information, research protocols, references, questions and answers, and a discussion forum. physicaltherapist.com, Physical Therapist Online, features a library of articles, a mailing list and job opportunities. Physical Therapy, about physical therapy, human-reviewed resources presented for the therapist and consumer interested in rehab and injury information. PhysioMontreal.com, Physio Montreal, resource site for physiotherapy clinics in Montreal, contains information on physiotherapy and useful links. RehabGE.com, RehabEdge LLC, provides continuing education and products catalogs, with a forum and seminar calendar. SpinalPhysio.Kornberg.net, Charlie Kornberg's physiotherapy homepage, a physiotherapy resource for professionals and non-medical people. Physician Assistant Profession websites. CLINICIAN1.com, Clinician 1, a social networking site developed by epub for physician assistants and nurse practitioners across all specialties to connect, consult, and converse. PAExperts.com, PA Experts Network, a directory resource for expert witnesses on the standard of care of physician assistants and nurse practitioners. PAEx.org, Physician Assistant History Office, offers information about the profession's origins, philosophy, structure. PhysicianAssistantForum.com, PA Forum, offers a quarterly newsletter, bookstore, polls, message forum, and free classifieds. Secure.caspaonline.org, Central Application Service for Physician Assistants, a web-based application to educational programs. Physical Therapy Assistant job websites. CAPT at captionline.org to find an accredited physical therapy assistant program. American Physical Therapy Association APTA. 1111 North Fairfax Street, Alexandria, Virginia 22314-1488. 800-999-2782. apta.org. Commission on Accreditation in Physical Therapy Education CAPT. 1111 North Fairfax Street, Alexandria, Virginia 22314-1488. 800-999-2782. captionline.org. Physical therapy websites at blog.feedspot.com/physical_therapy_blogs. mycareinold.com/blog. apexbtwellness.com/apex-physical-therapy-and-wellness-blog. apta.org/article. aptchi.com/blog. askdrjoe.com. athletico.com/blog. atipt.com/blog. boundrytherapy.com/new-orleans-physical-therapy-blog. bendaandement.com.au/news. bereact.com/blog. biaphysicaltherapy.com/blog. bodygears.com/body-gears-blog. bowmanphysicaltherapy.com/blog. breakthrough-pt.com/blog. californiatherapysolutions.com/blog. cbphysicaltherapy.com/blog. cbphysiotherapy.in/blog. clinicient.com/blog. completeptlincoln.com/cpt-category/blog. coreconcepts.com.sg/articles. cornerstonephysio.com/resources. criticalphysio.net/network-blog. csp.org.uk. drjaredcarter.com/cash-based-practice-podcast. e-rehab.com/blog. elitephysicaltherapy.com/blog. elliottphysicaltherapy.com/health-blog. evidenceinmotion.com/blog. excelphysicaltherapy.com/blog. feldmanphysicaltherapy.com/blog. gobeyondphysicaltherapy.com/blog-1. inspiredphysio.com.au/blog. integrehop.com/blog. ironphysicaltherapy.com/blog. islandsportspt.com/blog-posts. jamesfolrpt.com/blog. mangiarelrehabilitation.com/blog. mjphysio.ca/news. nylasher.com/blog/video-blog. nmotiontherapy.com/blog. onetherapy.com/physical-therapy-blog. osrphysicaltherapy.com/osr-blog. osterehop.in/blog.php. physicaltherapyma.com/blog. physioguru.com/physiotherapy-blog. physiohealthtip.blogspot.com. physiospot.com. physiotalk.co.uk. physiotips.xyz. pingcoatmeal.com/blog. pivotphysicaltherapy.com/blog. pogophysio.com.au/blog. portmelbournephysio.com.au/r-blog. professionalpt.com/blog. propelphysiotherapy.com/health-articles. pdandme.com/blog. ptconcepts.com/index.php $p=5232292. pthealth.ca/blog. ptpodcast.com. ptprogress.com/physical-therapy-blog. ptsolutions.com/blog. regisdpt.org. rhpphysiotherapy.com.au/resources/blog. 6physio.com/blog. square1physio.ca/blog. starfishtherapies.com/blog. starspt.org/news. stayfitwithhand.blogspot.com. themanualtherapist.com/index.html. thenaketphysio.com. thephysicaltherapyadvisor.com. thesports.physio. totalperformancept.com/blog. ultimate.physio/blog. webpt.com/blog. writept.com/blog. zangpt.com/blog. blog.feedspot.com/physical_therapy_rss_feeds. blog.feedspot.com/uk_physical_therapy_blogs. blog.feedspot.com/physical_therapy_forums. Chapter 3. A Physical Therapy Career Guide. Physical therapist job websites at explorehealthcares.org/career/physical-therapy/physical-therapist. youtube.com, Physical Therapist Career. money.us news.com/careers/best-jobs/rankings/best-healthcare-jobs, list of best healthcare jobs. captionline.org/home.aspx, an accredited program. aptaapps.apta.org/accredited chols directory/default.aspx unique key accredited programs directory. ptcas.org/directory, physical therapist centralized application service, TCAS. ptcas.org, TCAS. apta.org/licensure, estate licensure exam. apta.org/ucanbeam, you can be me. apta.org/prospective students/why I chose September, why I chose a career in physical therapy. apta.org/prospective students, information for prospective students section. apta.org/prospective students. moveforwardept.com/default.aspx, apta move forward, physical therapy brings motion to life. acapt.org, American Council of Academic Physical Therapy. apta.org, American Physical Therapy Association, APTA. apta.org/student assembly, APTA student assembly. ptcas.org/home.aspx. Physical therapist assistant job websites at explorehealthcares.org/wp-content/uploads/2016/11/physical_therapist_assistant. aptaapps.apta.org/accredited chols directory/default.aspx unique key an accredited program. apta.org/ucanbeam, you can be me video. apta.org/prospective students, information for prospective students section. aptaapps.apta.org/accredited chols directory/default.aspx. Chapter 4. Canada and UK physiotherapy jobs. Canada and US physiotherapist job websites. Canadian Physiotherapy Association, CPA. Physiotherapy.ca. The National Professional Association representing physiotherapists. In the About Physiotherapy section, you can learn more about the career, educational requirements, and more. Sport Physiotherapy Canada, SPC. Sportphysio.ca. This CPA special interest group aims to provide quality physiotherapy to athletes and recreational participants. Hit About Us to learn more about SPC. American Physical Therapy Association, US. apta.org. APTA is committed to advancing the practice of physical therapy. Scroll over Careers and Education and hit About PT/PDA Careers for information about careers, educational programs, and more. Becoming a Physical Therapist, US. BecomingPhysicalTherapist.com. This American website offers great information and advice for anyone interested in pursuing a career as a physical therapist. Be sure to check out the Categories section to find out more. Doctors of Physical Therapy, 5 Qualities of an Excellent Physical Therapist, US. doctorsofphysicaltherapy.wordpress.com/2013/5-qualities-and-excellent-physical-therapist. This blog article outlines the qualities that you'll need to be an excellent physical therapist. Human Resources and Skills Development Canada, Essential Skills. Physiotherapists. jobbank.gc.ca/es_view_profile-eng.do?prof_id=318. Ontario Skills Passport. Physiotherapists. skills.edu.gov.on.ca/osb2web/edU/display NOC details.xhtml?NOCID =$3142. Canada and US Physiotherapy Assistant Job Websites. Canadian Physiotherapy Association, CPA. Physiotherapy.ca. The National Professional Association representing physiotherapists. In the About Physiotherapy section, you can learn more about the career, educational requirements, and more. American Physical Therapy Association, US. APTA.org. APTA is committed to advancing the practice of physical therapy. Scroll over Careers and Education and hit About PT/PDA Careers for information about careers, educational programs, and more. Physical Therapy Assistant, US. physicaltherapyassistant.org. This site offers helpful information and advice for anyone interested in becoming a physical therapy assistant. Human Resources and Skills Development Canada, Essential Skills. Other technical occupations in therapy and assessment. jobbank.gc.ca/es_view_profile-eng.do?prof_id=$64. Ontario Skills Passport. Other assisting occupations in support of health services. skills.edu.gov.on.ca/osb2web/edu/display NOC details.xhtml?NOCID =$3414. UK Physiotherapy Job Websites. healthcarers.nhs.uk/about/careers-NHS/NHS-pay-agenda-change-pay-rates, agenda pay rates. hpc-uk.org, Health and Care Professions Council, HCPC. csp.org.uk, Chartered Society of Physiotherapy, CSP. csp.org.uk/professional-union/careers-physiotherapy/physiotherapy-degrees, CSP Physiotherapy Degrees. healthjobshook.com, Health Jobs UK. jobs.nhs.uk, NHS Jobs. jobs.scot.nhs.uk, NHS Scotland Recruitment. csp.org.uk/physiotherapy-jobs, physiotherapy jobs. maximagroup.com/physiotherapy-jobs, Maxima. learn.nes.nhs.scot/735/Flying Start NHS, Flying Start NHS. First year of practice in NHS Scotland. csp.org.uk/professional-clinical/professional-guidance/medicines-prescribing-and-injections, CSP Medicines, Prescribing and Injection Therapy. appn.org.uk, Advanced Practice Physiotherapy Network, APPN.